solve each problem. Show all work. So these are better buy problems. What that means is that you're going to be given two different options to look at. And with these two options, you're going to be given a cost and how many items. And it's going to be based on the same thing. And you need to find which one's the better buy. And that's the question. Which one's actually the better buy? And so if you sit there and say you can buy, so our first example says you can buy 5 cans of green beans at the Village Market for $2.50. You can buy 10 cans of the same green beans at Sam's for $7.30. Which place is the better buy? So Village Market has it for $2.50 for 5 cans. So I take, and I always want to do cost per can. Okay, and anytime you have money, you typically put that on top. And so if I put that, it gives me 0.50 cents per can. Now we look at Sam's. And it's $7.30 for 10 cans. So I take $7.30, I divide it by 10, gives me 0.73 cents per can. Well, who ended up having a better cost? Village Market was cheaper. So that's the one that has the better buy. Example number 2. You can buy 3 apples at the Quick Market for $1.23. You can buy 5 of the same apples at the Shop and Save for $2.45. Which place is the better buy? So Quick Market and Shop and Save. So the Quick Market, well, once again, it's money over apples. So I want to know how much per apple. So take $1.23 and divide it by 3 apples. Well, that gives me 41 cents per apple. Shop and Save is $2.45 for 5 apples. So $2.45 divided by 5 gives me 0.49. So it's 49 cents per apple. So which one ends up being the better buy? Quick Market. This work isn't necessarily to answer it. The answer is actually the Quick Market. Example 3. At Walmart, 3 cans of corn cost $2.67. At Gerb's, 4 cans of corn cost $3.48. Which place has a higher unit price? So this one's not the better buy. This one's talking about which one's higher, which one costs more. So the very first one I have to deal with is Walmart. And I'm comparing to Gerb's. So Walmart, it's cost per can. So it's $2.67 for 3 cans. So if I actually divide it out, this ends up giving me 89 cents per can. Gerb's is $3.48 for 4 cans, which ends up giving me 87 cents per can. So this is saying which one has a higher unit price. So which one is going to give me the most? Or which one's going to be higher? And it ends up being Walmart. Wow. I'm not sure why. So on the back, it's actually asking you to apply unit rates. So we use unit rates to compare, and then we also use unit rates to apply or predict what is happening. So it says for these problems, you need to find the unit rate first, then multiply that by the time to get your prediction. So an example, when a jet travels 2,300 miles in 5 hours. At this rate, how far could the jet travel in 8 hours? So 2,300. So we always do rates and our speed in miles per hour. So I take 2,300 and I divide it by 5. 2,300 divided by 5 gives me 460 miles per hour. Now to solve this, because that's not the answer it wants it in 8 hours. Well, in 1 hour, the jet's gonna travel 460 miles. So after 8 of them, I take that times 8, and it gives me 3,680 miles. Example 2. The bakers at Healthy Bakery can make 200 bagels in 2 hours. How many bagels can they bake in 11 hours? Well, here, just like how money is usually on the top, hours of time is usually on the bottom. So this is bagels per hour. So it's 200 for 2 hours. Which means that at this bakery, they can make 100 bagels per hour. But they want to make for 11 hours. So I take 100, times it by 11, that gives me 1,100 bagels. Number 3. An ice cream factory makes 270 quarts of ice cream in 2 hours. How many quarts could be made in 7? Well, we have quarts over hours. So I take 270 over 2. This gives me 135 quarts per hour. So I take 135 and I multiply it by 7. And that gives me 945 quarts. Gas mileage is the number of miles you can drive in an hour on a gallon of gas. A test on a new car results in 470 miles on 10 gallons of gas. How far can you drive on 60 gallons of gas? So it's miles per gallon. So it's 470 over 10, which gives me 47 miles per gallon. To take it, I take 47 and I multiply by 60. It gives me 2,820 miles.